Hello, it's an honour to be speaking for you today. Today is Autism Awareness Day, and as a result so many people will be trying to increase awareness of autism, and I decided, because of what day it is, I'm going to be making this short film describing what autism actually means to me as an individual who has autism. And I'm going to be using 4 different D words to describe what mainly what autism means to me. 4 words are differences, difficulties, distinctiveness and diffidence. Differences. I tend to find that the whole way I think and process the world is very different from other people. And I believe that's one of the reasons why I have all of my traits for having autism. For example, most people focus on everything and keep switching back from one thing to another. However, for me, most of my attention will only be on the one thing. And because I'm so focused on that one particular thing, I'll likely notice things about it which others miss. However, I'll be missing other things which most people would conceive as obvious. And all of this is due to the fact that my brain is just wired really differently, and the whole way I think is different from other people. There are a number of difficulties that I have. I have a lot of difficulty when it comes to socialising and making friends and communicating with people. And a lot of things that will take me longer to process than your average person. And I also have a hard time concentrating on things if I have no interest in them. And focusing on the big picture is also really difficult. It's one of the biggest difficulties. Distinctiveness now. I have a unique way of looking at the world, which can be both a good thing and a bad thing depending on how you look at it. As well as a unique way of looking at things and thinking about things. I also behave very differently from other people, and I can also stick out to other people as quite different and quite odd. However, because I don't look like I've got a disability, most of the time, unless people know a lot about autism, they often don't necessarily think I am on the autistic spectrum. They often just think that my behaviour is really odd. Diffidence. I find that I often have a lack of confidence in myself. I also have a phobia of making mistakes. I tend to think whenever I've made a mistake, I tend to think that everyone is going to be looking at me and thinking I'm really stupid. And I'll always relate the mistake that I've made to my condition, even though this is getting better, which is good. I also find it very hard to join in with social situations. When I'm in a social group and everyone's talking to each other, I do sometimes feel like I want to be a part of it, but a lot of the time I don't know what to say, and I don't know when it's appropriate to come in. When it's not appropriate, and I also have nothing to say a lot of the time as well, so that can make social interaction very difficult. Okay, now, final thoughts. Now, just to summarise autism, I genuinely feel like autism is basically, for the most part, doing the things that most other people do, but differently. Like, a lot of the things that people without autism are good at, those with autism often do as well, but just in a very different way that you don't find other people doing them in. A bit like the difference between a Mac and a Windows PC. The Mac does most of what a PC does, but it just does it in a very different way. And in certain ways a Mac is better than a PC, and in other ways a PC is better than a Mac. And I actually think that even though a lot of people with autism have difficulties that you don't find in other people, they can also have gifts that you may not find in other people as well. Thank you for listening. Please share this video for Autism Awareness Day with all of your friends and family, etc. And spread the word out about autism. Thank you.